Lauren. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me. Glad you are back in. So first of all, I just kind of wanted to touch on what we've spoken with in the past session. So you said that you're in an abusive relationship and you're trying to get out. You don't really know how to handle things right now, but you really want to try to work on leaving the relationship that you have.
Right.
So I first off want to start with, what does an ideal relationship look like to you?
I think that an ideal relationship is two people that support each other and that kind of help each other grow. Even when things get difficult or they disagree, they don't bring each other down, that they kind of always help foster one another and understand one another.
Okay, so do you think the relationship you have right now is allowing you to grow?
I don't think so. I think he's holding me back.
Okay. So what makes you think that leaving is going to be better for this relationship?
There's a lot of things that I want to do that he doesn't let me do, and he doesn't want me to do. So I feel held back by him because he doesn't let me, but at the same time, I don't have a lot of resources to do them myself, so I feel trapped because I need him, but he doesn't help me.
Okay, so I heard you say that he's kind of holding you back and not letting you do certain things. Can you kind of exaggerate on that? Like what certain things do you want to do?
So I've always wanted to become a high school teacher. It's what I went to college for
Okay.
originally, and that is around the time that we met, and he convinced me that I didn't need to go to school and I didn't need to get a degree and I didn't need to get a job, and that he would rely on me, or I would rely on him. So I agreed and I left school, and now I do rely on him completely. So I can't reach my goals because he doesn't want me to, but then I'm also stuck with him because of what he wants.
So right now, do you currently hold a job or?
I don't.
Okay, you have no job. All right, so could you say that us working together for the past, or in the next couple weeks, that we could work on maybe building in confidence in yourself to get some goals working to becoming a teacher?
I would say so, yes.
Okay, that would be great. And so how do you think your life would change if you were able to leave the relationship?
I think that I would have more opportunities, but I would also be a lot more scared, and I'm sure probably kind of unsure, because so much of what I do and so much of my life does revolve around him. I'm sure that I would just remember all the things that he says, like that I can't do it. So I know that I would feel a little unsure at first, but I think if I were able to kind of gain that confidence and that opportunity, I would eventually be able to live the life that I want to.
Okay, that's great. So I see a lot of strengths in you, and over these past couple weeks, I feel that your confidence has been growing. What kind of strengths do you personally see within yourself that can allow you to help empower you to move on?
I think that I have kind of like I have a nurturing kind of part to me. I am a genuinely caring person, and I think that's how I've ended up in this relationship, because all that I ever really wanted to do was help. So it can kind of wind up being a downfall, but I do have just this nurturing side of me where I do think that I could eventually do a lot of good once I'm able to reach my potential.
Okay, that's great. So I love that you brought up the fact that you're a nurturing, you're a caring person. I think that those are two really great qualities that you should definitely focus on. So how can we work together to kind of make this goal happen?
I agree with you. I think that I need to kind of grow my confidence a little bit more and kind of grow my own voice within myself, where if I hear him in the back of my head saying something, that I'm able to maybe overpower that a little bit by having more of my own voice.
And so what do you think the pros can be to leaving the relationship?
I think to just kind of eventually establish my own identity by myself, and to get the confidence that I deserve, and to eventually start to live the life that I want to live.
Okay, that's great. And then so what kind of do you think would be the first step in allowing us to kind of help you reach that goal of eventually wanting to become a teacher?
I think seeing my options in more of a viable way would be great. Maybe just seeing that I do have the opportunity to go back to school, how I would do that. Seeing actual first steps that I could take, like applying, would just make me feel a little bit more like it isn't some crazy dream, but something I can actually achieve.
All right. Well, Lauren, thank you so much for coming in and seeing me today. It was great.
Yep.
right at 5.